having a little bit of trouble lately with my internet. So the last couple weeks have been a little grainy. So if that happens, try to let me know in the comments. I'm going to try to be fixing this situation. And if it continues, I might have to reconsider doing lives until I get a real solution for it. So, but anyway, I'm glad you're here. And it's getting chilly. It's October and it'll be Christmas before you know it. I've done lots of fall things and excited for the fall season. But us crafters, we have to craft for the seasons ahead. So we're going to be making a Christmas sign tonight. So I already painted this plain plywood cut-off board. I painted it black. I used Dixie Belle's Caviar chalk mineral paint. And we're going to be using some IOD transfers and also IOD molds to create this sign. So this is the Christmas Valley transfer set. And it's just full. I'm going to put the screen down so you can see what we're doing here. And we're going to select some transfers here. So this one is really pretty, the Mountain Lodge, Christmas Valley Mountain Lodge. The truck, like I love. Blacktail Inn. There's a bunch of animals, bears and deer, woodland animals, more woodland creatures. And I'm going to go for the cardinals, I think, because I think on this black background, they're just going to be beautiful. So this is one I want to use. So we're going to go ahead and cut that out. I am also doing some molds here. So we're going to be spelling out Peace on Earth in molds. And I just had a pair of scissors here. There you are here. Okay. We're going to cut out this cardinal. Hope everybody is doing well and staying safe, especially our friends in Florida. Hope you are safe and you didn't have any or much damage from the hurricane. So that is beautiful. And let's see what else we can put on here. There's another little cardinal. That might be pretty if we can put it in proportion. And we're going to we're just going to cut through here, and that's okay. Because whenever it gets put on, it'll still be a wreath. And I want to cut some of this evergreen out. I want a little green in here, some holly. We're going to focus on red, green, and gold. I think the red cardinals are going to be brilliant on the black background. But here's a little bit of holly and berry. And we'll take a few of these evergreen branches. We'll cut it from this side. I think I'd like one with the pine cone. But you know what? Let's look at this other page. So I kind of like things to be on scale. So kind of like this pine cone. So we're gonna cut it out this way. Very carefully, so as not to disturb the other elements. And sorry, I'm kind of cutting that away from you. However, I didn't want to flip the book again. Okay, trying not to get this other transfer. Okay, so we have that pine cone. And let's see. I want to grab some of this evergreen, but like I said, I just want to make sure I have like the right size. These are a lot bigger. And I think in comparison to the bird, then they are the right size. So, like I said, I kind of scale is real important to me whenever you're creating designs. So there's all kinds of different scale designs in here. Okay, so let's cut one more of the evergreen boughs, and then we'll maybe lay out our pattern on the board and see where we want our letters. Me and my scissors. If you come on, say hi. Sometimes I don't see your comments right away. They flip away and then they come back up. So let's take a look here. So we have this beautiful cardinal. And I just think that one's gorgeous because he's fluttering his wings. Just think it's beautiful. Maybe what if he was sitting on that bough? Well, he's kind of flying right in midair, so this guy looks more like he's perched. So we'll do a few. We can layer those and put this pine cone in it. And then our cardinal can sit there. And then we'll decide if we want this little piece of holly in there. I was just finding a stick to transfer these with. Let's start over here and layer our evergreen branches. So when I thought about doing this, I immediately grabbed red and green paint, and then I thought, oh, how pretty it would be on black. I think the red and green colors of this transfer just pop off of the black. So I am going to rub this on here. I know you've seen transfers put on before, but in case it's the first time, then it's really easy to apply these. And I like to lift it up as burnishing it. Okay, it's easy as that. And then use my fingers to put it down. And let's see. Okay, so we're going to kind of layer these boughs. Just like that. Rub this one on. So I'm hoping next week to go live with Miss Danita Atkinson. She is a crafter extraordinaire. I thought I put my do not disturb on. I apologize for the noise. Having trouble getting this lifted up. There we go. So we'll rub it from this side. I laid it back down again because it wasn't all lifted off. Maybe we can get this side going. So if you come on, let me know if you're working on anything for Christmas or the holidays. I actually am going to be doing, well, I'm always selling things in the shop, of course, but I'm going to be doing a presentation locally at our women's club, and it's all about holiday decor. So I'll be taking some of the things that I've done, and we're doing a whole bunch of cool things in classes coming up. Some really pretty like garland things and just all kinds of stuff. Boy, that one went on super easy. It looks so pretty. Let's get this cardinal on here. And then we'll pause and show you where we're at with things. So we want him kind of perching on the branch. So let's put him down here. My mom loved cardinals. My sister loves cardinals too, and I have grown to love them a lot too. Again, these are applying so super easy. You can see how easy. Sometimes people like to flip this over and just kind of rub it on, because there's usually a little halo around them, but Iron Orchid Designs transfers have the smallest halo in the industry. I heard that factoid the other day. Okay, so this one goes on the other side. So pretty against that black. Gonna move it over so you can see it, and then we're gonna look at some molds so you can see what we're doing there. And this sign isn't gonna take very long at all to finish. I do have some white wax because I think the white wax looks so pretty on the black paint. Kind of gives it a chalkboard effect in a way. This one's a little trickier because it's more intricate, so you want to make sure all those little pieces are down, and then once you get to a more solid place, then it all peels pretty easily. All right. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to hold it up so you can see it. Okay, so here's what we have so far. Not a bad start. Okay. And you know, another thing you can do is sand these a little bit. That kind of helps to get rid of the halo, and it also gives it just a little bit more of a hand-painted look as opposed to like a sticker. See how that does? And I'm just going to take a little paper towel here and wipe it away. There, I'm liking that. Okay, let's look at some letters here. So I wanted to spell out peace on earth. Now I'm spelling upside down right now so you guys can see. I still have, I think, one letter to make. I did go ahead and pour them before. Okay, so I poured, so there was 3 E's and 2 A's. See how easily these just pop out of here? I used 2-part epoxy, and we're going to pour, because I still need one more E. Okay, so we have piece on. So I still need that E. And then we're going to pop out the A. And as you can see, there's a little bit in the middle that didn't come out. And so we can get rid of that with an X-Acto knife or a pair of scissors. So I think an X-Acto knife is probably going to be the best way to do it. I had one here just a second ago. Here it is. Okay, so let's just kind of poke that there. I hope you're able to see this. And like I said, if it isn't very good, then I'm gonna probably hold off on lives for a while. Till I maybe get a booster or something, but okay, so these ones need shaved a little bit. That's no big deal. It's real easy to just kind of take that knife along there and smooth it. Okay. All right, so we're ready to pour. Okay, we're also going to paint these before we put them on the board because I think it would be a little bit easier. So let's go ahead and pour those extra pieces. I'm going to put this out of the way. And so again, we're using 2-part epoxy, amazing casting resin. And you put equal parts, part A and part B. Also, I've been making a little extra. It's hard to make just enough for one letter. So I've been using this, the snowflake mold also. And look at the beautiful, intricate molds. So perhaps these might go on our sign. I'm not sure. If not, they'll show up somewhere else. But you never want to let your material go to waste. Just go ahead and pour another mold. And I'll show you some of the other ones that I have here. Holiday molds. So I'm going to leave this one out here, and then we're going to get our, this one's called Harper, and this is the lowercase letters. And that's what we want, is the E. Okay. Get our part B here. Okay, so they look about even. I know you really should measure it exactly. I'm kind of eyeballing it tonight. And pouring them both in the same container then. And giving it a stir. And it's cloudy at first, and then it'll go clear, and that's when you know it's ready to pour. So this whole procedure really doesn't take long at all. Okay. So we want the E. And you want to pour with a rounded cup, like the lip of the cup. So I'm loving this great big, and I don't know whether I have enough epoxy to do it, or resin, but we'll try. No, I didn't. I'll try to spread it out a little bit with with this handle. See if I can get the resin all around it. If not, I can always pour more to fill it up. See if we make it or not. I just love this one, and I think not only does it look like a snowflake to me, but it kind of looks like a mandala as well. Hey Kathleen, how are you? It's good to see you. I think this one would be cool if you could kind of divide it up too, use it on furniture. So we're barely making it, but we're trying. Good. How's the how's the reception look, Kathleen? Because I've been having trouble with my internet, so I'm just wondering if it's fuzzy or if we look clear. All right, so we've got this pushed to the ends. And then while that is firming up, we're going to do a little painting. That's good. Okay, good. I was worried about it. Okay, so now I have to get these out of the way. So let's get this out of the way and slide this out of the way. All right, so here's what we've got so far. If you haven't been on, we're doing this peace on earth sign with the cardinals, and we're going to paint these letters, and we're waiting for our E. So just going to go ahead and slide these off here and start painting those, and we'll set that aside. So we're going to, I think, use the golden gem mousse in, well, gold. It also comes, you can't see my face, I know. I'll put it up for a minute. Hey there. Yeah, usually when I'm crafting, I'll put the screen down just so that you can see what I'm doing. And then I usually flip it back up, but I'm glad to see you. Okay. I'm going to put it back down so I can show you what I'm doing. And there's the gemstone mousse also comes in garnet. I rarely use that one, but maybe we'll use that. These usually need a stirring. Wow, that one's really hard. Could use some water too. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on that one because I don't have my mister bottle with me here, so I have been using this one more recently. But okay, I don't know whether the lid was put on there very well or not, but so I'm just gonna start painting our letters gold. I love using amazing casting resin. It just, the detail is incredible. Okay. I'm not going to paint in any particular order. I should have maybe done some of these ahead of time, but they really won't take long to do. That's why I went ahead and poured some of them ahead of time so we wouldn't have to wait for all the molds to get hard. So Kathleen, are you doing any Christmas crafting? Are you painting any furniture or anything right now? This just goes on so easy. It's a water-based, but it's a little thicker. Not yet. Okay. That's, oh, garnet is your birthstone. Oh, cool. That's cool. All right. These look so good. I mean, this gold is like a, not a, like brassy gold. It's just a nice, deep, rich gold, and it just really makes these letters look so elegant. So I'm really thinking this piece is going to be really pretty because, of course, I love those cardinals, and I just think they're gorgeous. So, sometimes you do a piece and it looks like whimsical, and then other times you do one and it's just more of an elegant look. And I think we're going for the elegance tonight. I love the transfer in there with the truck. I think that's really cute. And then, a deer head, anything like that, is kind of a whimsical thing. But then some of them just lean more towards being regal and that sort of thing. So that's what we're going for. I do have some other molds here to show you if you haven't seen the winter release. We've been having some fun in the shop. We have some help in our shop right now. So Lexi, one of our helpers from CareerLink, has been making some samples up for classes, and she's been enjoying trying some new things for her, and she's really enjoying painting the deer and um, just all kinds of fun. We're doing some pennant banners and all kinds of really cool things. So we're going to be offering those classes on Thursday afternoons. So if you're local, you can sign up and take a class with us. The classes are cool because they include the either a transfer or a mold, whatever we're working with. And then if you take several classes and you already have that, then you can take IOD dollars and then you can get it something else. So it's kind of cool that way. I think this Thursday we have, I'm not 100% sure. I think it's a fall bucket with flowers in it. It's so cute. It says, "Oh, hi, fall." But you can put whatever you want on it. You can spell out whatever you want. It's a sap bucket is what it is. Okay, I need the X-Acto knife to just smooth that a little bit. The little over pour. So it's super easy to just trim it down. I just poured these this evening, so they're not like hard as a rock yet. They're still kind of flexible. Of course, we're putting them on a flat surface, so we don't really need them to be flexible. But it's nice when you do have an overpour that you can easily get rid of the excess. And this stuff dries so quickly, so we're going to be able to assemble this evening as well. It has a little bit of a waxy feel in the beginning, but it does dry really nice, and it's a good solid finish. I might, when I'm all done, just spray it with a spray sealer, a matte spray sealer perhaps. Maybe not. We'll see how it goes. I am going to be using some wax on it, some white wax, but not on the letters. So these will do fine without any sort of sealer. So it's been chilly at night here. It's been like in the 40s. So it's good sleeping weather. And I tried to do some gardening today. I got a few things planted. I planted a big garden mum, and then I got an autumn joy, which is like a sedum, and then a heuchera, which are really pretty. And I got a real rusty colored one. It looks so pretty. So just trying to get a few things. Planted some kale in my planters, and mums in the planters as well. So just getting the place looking like fall. And then here I sit doing Christmas decorations. And I would be content if it was still summer. I'm a summer girl. I like that. All right, we're almost done painting our letters. We have one E to pop out of there. And then we can start gluing our letters on. Then we'll have to decide if we're going to add anything else. If we're going to add the snowflakes, that'll be a big decision. Okay. So let's pop this E out here. This should be ready, maybe. You know what? I don't think it's quite ready. So I'm going to keep that aside, put the lid on this a minute, and let's place our letters and glue those down. So I'm going to put it towards me so I can see what I'm doing. Before I start that, though, I want to show you these other molds. So this one is so cute. I think it's called Blitzen. Has the bells are so cute, and the detail in them. Even like the bow has little like stitches around the outside. These are so cute. And then this one with the ornaments. So pretty. I love this piece because I can picture that on a piece of furniture being like an architectural element. So I just think these are gorgeous. I think this one's called Baubles. So that's just a few of the Christmas things. Okay, so let's see what we're doing here. So peace. On EARTH. Okay, so let's get lined up a little bit. I think what I'm going to do is use the stick for that I put the transfer on with, and that'll give us a straight edge to get started with. So I'm using tacky glue. This is Aleene's tacky glue. I love this package now that has the you can set it upside down. I'm gonna go ahead and put the letters on, and then I'll clean up around them. So your product is always ready to go because it's being gravity fed, and you can just rest that in there in between. Keep our stick straight here. I hope you all got to watch the Ugly Duckling challenge. This was such a big competition this time. I think there were like 45. I'm going to steal one of these E's and we'll replace that. And then we're gearing up for the Halloween challenge. I'm real excited about mine. Last year I did Zoltar. And this year, doing something a little different. But I'm super excited about it. Okay, they all look pretty even. Okay, I guess I could spread this out this way. Maybe like that. That way I know they're all going to be straight and well spaced for the sign. I'll have to add a hanger on here when everything's dry. I have those in the shop, so. Okay, this is looking good. Okay, so I'm going to wait to put the P on because I want the tail to kind of go underneath there. This sign really hasn't taken long at all to put together. I did paint it ahead of time before we got on and did some of the letters, but as you can see, they really don't take long to set up. And certainly transfers don't take long to put on. It's just deciding what to do. That's the thing that takes a few minutes, the decision making. Okay, I'm going to lift this, put this P on. Kind of do that so I can line it up right. Okay, I'm gonna take, thought I had another little brush here. See, I lose things on the table here. I'm just gonna take this brush and go along here and just kind of clean up the glue a little bit. I'm just gonna use my hands. And I'm pretty sure this dries clear anyway, but just make it nice and neat. We can even go back around with a detail brush and hit it with the paint. I used Caviar, which is the black color. Okay, so I'm gonna flip it over here a minute so you can see what we've got. So it says peace on earth. We're gonna need something in here, I think. Now maybe we'll use those snowflakes, but let's see if our E, it's real soft. I'm trying to get it in the camera so you can see it without knocking my letters over. It's still really soft. When it's harder, they pop out easier, but okay, we got it out. So we'll have to reshape it a little bit. So I'm just going to set it here. I know it's not painted yet, but just put it there a second. So, so here's some of the snowflakes that we've done. So this might be pretty to add to this. I did a big one here, which I can't wait to see the detail on this. And I'm really trying to force things here. Let's let that dry just a little bit. Now the only thing is, not sure what to do about color on these snowflakes. Gonna paint my E here. I don't think just bright white is the thing, but I do have some paint here. I have some acrylic paint that's my granddaughter's from her little mermaid projects. Because I only brought home red and green and the black, so I wasn't really thinking about snowflakes. But I think we can blend a little bit of acrylic here and maybe paint these snowflakes and do something with that. And then we'll wax it and put some white detail around everything. And then I think we'll be good to go. It's hard to paint this when it's soft. Like I said, I'm kind of, rushing things a little bit, just trying to get things unmolded. Which is always what we do on Tuesday Talk, so that you can see the finished product. And I always tell you that I will post it on my social media, on my Instagram and my Facebook the next day, which is fine. But I think that everybody likes to see the finished product. So, and I always like to finish things too. Okay, so we'll let that E dry. Let's see what we can do. Like I said, I have some acrylic paint here that's my granddaughter's from her little mermaid projects. And maybe we'll paint these snowflakes. We'll have to mix up a little bit of paint. So I'm looking around thinking, what am I going to mix it on? And then I also have this DIY color pigment. It's like a powder. So we can mix that in there too. So let's get our snowflakes off of here and set this aside a minute. And this is probably not a good idea, but I don't have anything sitting here to use. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see here. I'm shaking everything up. Yeah, I'm going to use the top of this lid here. So I'd rather do that. Okay, so I'm just going to get a little bit of white paint out here. I always go to open these things the wrong way. They're so hard to open. They're just these little things in these little kits. Okay, there we go. Well, that already kind of looks mixed with blue, so maybe we'll just go with that and sprinkle some powder on it. Let's do that. Okay, so no mixing required. So it's kind of like a real super light blue. Kind of rather have it more white, but this is pretty, and I think the gold will make it stand out a little bit more. Okay, I want to get this while it's wet and use this powder on it. I'm gonna hurry up and get paint on another one so I can dump that powder on here. So otherwise I will have it everywhere. It is super fine. And what I'll probably do then is use the brush and just kind of spread it around a little bit. But I just want to get it on there while the paint's still wet. Running out of paint. Okay, so there's another compartment that has white. Oh, and it's mixed too. Well, lucky for us, right? These look just like frozen snowflakes. The color and everything. Very pretty. Lucky, happy mix. Because I remember us blending these colors for our project. I don't even remember. I guess it was her mermaid and something else we were painting, but okay, so I'm just going to take this brush now, kind of spread this powder around. We can even use some wax on that. It's a little sparkly. Really pretty. They're kind of shimmery. But yet you can still see the blue. But I think we're going to end up putting a little bit of white wax on them too. I'm bringing a little bit of the white back. Just picking up some of this. It's almost like that German glass glitter. It's so fine. You can mix it in with paint, I guess. I'm just kind of learning to use it myself. I picked it up when we were down in Florida this summer and always wanted to try it, and it is really cool. Okay, so let's get our piece back here. I'm going to put it facing your way. And I'm going to put a couple of these on and see how we like it. What do you think? Think we need our big snowflake over here? Or let's switch these. What do you think? You like it better that way? I think the big snowflake needs to be over here. Okay. So let's glue these guys on. I want to use enough glue so that it takes hold so that I can wax around it, because I just kind of want to put that wax brush in around the edges. Tacky glue is great like that because it is tacky, as they say. So it tacks up pretty quickly. If you want immediate hold, if we had the, we could use this in conjunction with hot glue, and then that gets it to stick right away. It gives a good combination of long-lasting hold and quick hold. So That's a good trick to use too, um, but I don't have the hot glue gun here. Bought myself a new toy today though. I bought a nail gun. And I can't wait to use it. I have a cool project coming up. Okay. So I think these are really pretty. I'm going to stand it up a minute. Blowing off some of that glitter. I call it glitter, but the making powder. Okay, so now I'm going to get some white wax and just use, this is a stencil brush. It's kind of an oval stencil brush. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the edges first. And I'm liking it because it kind of looks like snow. I don't even know if I'm going to rub it in. I just like the way it looks. Usually you rub wax, but I kind of like this because it looks like snow. It smells good. I love the way wax smells. You can see what I'm doing, just kind of going along the edges. And then I'm going to come back in and go around our details. This is Dixie Belle Best Dang Wax in white. And again, just using a stencil brush here. This is a little oval stencil brush. Came from Michael's. It's really nice for a little detail. And I'm not even rubbing this wax in. Normally you would use clear wax on chalk paint because it's so porous, but in this case we're just going for it here. And I like the way it looks. I think I really do think it looks like snow. And it just kind of softens it up. It almost looks like chalkboard too. Okay, so I have a little glue around there. I'm gonna use this brush that I was using before to get some of this glue. Just clean that up a little bit. Okay. Well, obviously our glue's not dry, so I'm going to be really careful. Kind of rubbing some wax in and around our snowflakes. So I'm kind of still holding them on. But I'm liking that little bit of dimension that it's given it. As soon as I finish one, I'll hold it up for you here. Get some of that glue out of the way. Wax and glue. Okay, so I really like the way that looks around the snowflake. Okay, we'll get all the snowflakes first. And I even think I'm going to use a little bit on top of them to sort of dry brush a little bit of white back on them. Because the making powder made it sort of gold. By the way, the name of that making powder is called New Year's Eve, and it's by DIY. I love it, like a champagne gold color. I think it's so pretty. And that's what it is to me. Okay, I love the way that looks. Gonna put a little, I think, on top of the letters. So it's almost looking like snow, maybe. Might not look right. I might end up putting it all the way around it. Maybe just kind of halo it. Just very lightly. Just to give it a little bit of definition. Going upside down, I was thinking that was peace. I was thinking, where's the P? I was going to spell Merry Christmas, but then I thought, you know what, this is kind of, you can leave this up all winter because it isn't like Christmas specific. It's just kind of holiday and winter. Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit more. Like I said, just kind of on these snowflakes. And I'm even going to just do a little bit around the evergreen. So just kind of, the cardinals are just, to me, they're so regal. So I'm going to put the screen up here. Sorry. Get my hand in the way there. Okay, so here we go. Here's what our sign looks like. Peace on earth. So when I hold it up in the screen, then I see what I think is wrong with it. So I think I'm a little bit too dark over here with the wax. And just kind of rub that in just a little bit, or maybe I just need some more over here. Even things up a little bit. What do you think? There we go. Peace on earth. I think it looks pretty cool. And there's lots more images in that transfer set to make more signs with, but I really like doing the black background on these. So I appreciate you joining me tonight, and I thank you, and I hope you have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.